Hi there, it's Finkley with the Finkley Experience. We are an educational consulting firm and we work with two clusters, including college readiness for our first-gen students and also professional training for businesses and organizations. Please, 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 if you're interested in our services and learning more about us, please visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com. Now, this subject I've been thinking about for a while, and I am ready to share with the world how the 30s are changing my life. But before we get into that, please subscribe to our channel by clicking that awesome button below, and also the bell for notifications when we upload new videos. Now, so if I get a little emotional, please bear with me. But the 30s, they're different than any other decade I've been living through these past 30 years. I just turned 30, and within 5 months, I have experienced a lot. So let me give you some background, okay? So June 8th of this year, I turned 30 years old. A lot of persons don't see this age, and it's been an experience, but it's been an experience that I have enjoyed. So I started the Finkley Experience back in 2018 when I was 29 years old, and 29 was a year where I was just gung-ho about the Finkley Experience, and I did a lot of work, a lot of groundwork that first year, and just getting it off the ground, and speaking and presenting, and everything everyone ever asked me to do, I did that year. And I told God in 2018, December, I'm like, I don't want to go in 2019 the same way. I want to be more strategic. I want to be more disciplined when it came to my new craft. So when I turned 30 in June of this year, things just began to change. I remember a while ago I was watching a Tyler Perry film, and I remember him just saying that, hey, my light bulb goes off. I tell you, a light bulb went off, and it's been a joyous ride. You know how you go through some things, people are just like, what does that mean? You go through different things and you just realize that, things just happen, and you're struggling and that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, I've been enjoying it because I'm learning. I'm learning more about myself. I'm learning what I can put up with. I'm learning that, you know, I didn't know I had this type of strength. Um, so let me just give you some background. So again, turned 30 in June. I've been having some at this stage, just like some, financial things that came about, and, the struggle and that kind of thing. But also I had surgery back in October. So I've been having these pains in my, like in my chest area, more towards like in the middle, like the chest and the stomach area. And I was diagnosed with IBS a few years ago when I was living in New Hampshire. And I thought it was just that, some things that I was eating that I shouldn't have been eating, and it's just messing with my intestines. So I just chalked it up to that. For months, this pain was unbearable at times where I could not even sleep at night. So I remember one day I was at work, and I had a late lunch, and it just didn't stick with me. That was the only thing I ate that day. So I came home, and I just just hurting. And, I said, okay, if I just go back to work and just get some Pepto-Bismol or something, it will be great. I'll be fine. That was not the case. It hurt so bad that it affected my breathing. So I told my boss, hey, I need to go to the emergency room, and I'll let you know how it goes. So that's what happened. And they ran on top of a test when I got there. And I tell you, they told me that, Michael, we're going to have to keep you. I'm like, what? This is the first time I've ever been in the hospital before. And it was something that I wasn't worried, I wasn't scared because I have strong faith. My spiritual background is strong. Okay, my game is strong when it comes to that. And so I was raised in the church and I experienced God for myself. You may call him other things, the higher power, but I call him God. And so things happened. And when that happened, I tell you, um, I laid in the hospital and they just ran on top of tests because they didn't know what exactly was bothering me, what my troubles were. So for 3 days, taking test after test after test after test, I didn't even eat anything. I fasted for a good 3 days, 2.5, 3 days. And they finally told me that it was my gallbladder. And so the way the doctor described it to me, my gallbladder was engulfed with gallstones, and those same gallstones were traveling throughout my body. They were near my intestines and so forth. So that's what caused the pain. And the doctors and the nurses kept telling me, Michael, you came in just in time. I didn't realize that I could have died. I literally could have died. And that changed my life. Again, I wasn't scared or anything. I wasn't worried, but it just shook me. Oh my gosh, I could have died. They had to go in me twice, operation wise. They had to go in me. They took the gallstones out that were traveling throughout my body. And after that, they went in the next day and took my gallbladder out. And I was out of work for weeks, just home recuperating, not doing anything, just, watching what I ate. My parents took care of me. And so I just began to just talk with God more and, evaluate myself even the more. So that time I was out, I just reflected a lot. And it was just a lot. It was a lot, but in a good way. Again, learning. I always tell people that if you stop learning, you might as well just be dead, because as long as you live and breathe on this earth, you're supposed to learn something every day that you can apply to your life and share to others. And so I wrote these 3 things down thus far in my 30s that have taught me about myself and about life. Number one, continuously putting God first in everything that you do. I put him in my business first. I put him in of course, my spiritual life, my relationships, my partnerships, my work, everything. I put God in first. It's just, my norm. That's my norm. I have to, because I'm only speaking for me. I can't survive without him. I can't live without him. I can't breathe without him. I know how important he is in my life. So I have to put him first. I have no choice. Others may have a choice. I don't have a choice. I really don't. Number two, normal is not my norm. A lot of people kept telling me, Michael, you're going to get back to normal. That normal put me in the situation I was in before. That normal put me in the hospital. That normal gave me those pains. I don't want to go back to that normal. I don't want it to ever be my norm again. Change. How do you expect to change if you don't change? I'm changing. I'm changing the way I eat. I'm changing, about how I take care of myself, putting myself first. I'm putting myself first. And we're going to get to that as well. Another, thinking out of the norm and not allowing others to change that. That goes, I feel, with things that you want to achieve in your life, things you want to accomplish in your life. Do not allow everyone to know that, because they're not supposed to know that, and they might not understand your perspective of it. There's many times where things happen to me, even when I started my business, and I would tell people, and they would not get excited. Like, why aren't you excited? They're not supposed to, because they don't know what you see here. So don't allow people to dampen your fire. Put water on your fire, because your fire is needed. And my last one is putting myself first. I am putting myself first. I would always which is good. I'm helping people, I'm encouraging people, I inspire people. But if I don't have the overflow of water coming from my cup, how in the world can I be effective for people? What's inside the cup is mine. The overflow belongs to everyone else. So if I don't have the overflow of water coming from my cup, how can I feed those people that need me or need my advice or just need my attention? I have to take care of myself. I have to go to the doctor regularly. I have to exercise. I have to eat right. I have to fast. I have to pray. I cannot be effective if there is no water overflowing from my cup. What's in my cup is mine. I'm selfish. I'm selfish in that right because I have to take care of myself. Even the Bible states in Acts 2:40, save yourself from this untoward generation. I have to be concerned about me because who else is going to do it down here effectively? So in order for me to be effective for you, I have to be effective for me first. I'm telling you, this light bulb is real. 30, I'm excited about the rest of my 30s. I'm really excited because it's going to allow me to be that much more influential to you. It's going to be that much more influential for myself as well. I'm excited. And this is just the beginning. I've only been in my 30s for almost 6 months, and it's revealed so much to me. So I'm excited about this journey. I'm excited about this ride. So please tell me, if you're over 30, what has 30 taught you? What are some of those things that you can give and share to others that you've learned throughout your 30s? Or if you're just beginning, has your light bulb gone off? Please leave comments below and let's start chatting. Again, subscribe to our page and we'll see you in the comments below. Have a good one.